Hi, Ronelle. It's Ken, and I'm looking at your website. So let me share some feedback. And this is just my personal feedback. And what else I want to say about it? I guess what I'm sensitive to when I look at websites is that is it easy for people to get a handle of what it is, where to begin, why they should be there. So and ultimately, I think you want to fill your courses or get counseling clients. Um, this is my best guess from what I've seen there. And yeah, let me just give you my reactions. Okay. And if you have any questions, just email me back or just post a comment, actually. And then let me just move myself into the light here. My face doesn't look too wacky. Okay. That's probably better. Yeah. So just post a comment. And I hope you find it helpful. Okay. Let me dive in. Okay, so here's your website, PTC Hoid Spruit, and I am an American. I am living in New Zealand. English is my first language, and Hoid Spruit sounds, I don't know, Belgian or something over there. I don't really know what it is. So that I don't know who you. The question is who are you trying to target, and it looks like you have online courses, online counseling, and that you want it to be online. And this word online kind of pops up so much. I think you were trying to target some keywords. And so if you're trying to be global, I think the domain name PTC Hoed Spruit is not going to be good. I think it's just I don't know what that is. And now it doesn't make me curious, like, oh, let me find out what that is. It just makes me say, okay, this is not for me. So this point of what I don't know what it is only turns me away. It doesn't pique my interest. So I think the name you might want to reconsider what's there, and maybe it's the one you've registered and you bought it and it's all set up and you're not going to change that. Okay, so fine, so be it. But just let you know what my reactions are. Okay, here I am on the home page. I am on a MacBook Air. I leave my settings very basic so that it's what a lot of people will see. So what I see here is the fonts. There's a lot of gray font, light gray on white. That's hard to read, and also the font size is quite small. So I would make the font size bigger and darker. It's clean and a lot of white space, which is great, but I think stuff's starting to fade away. I resist reading some of the stuff just because it's really light. I have to kind of push my head towards it, and that's. I would just make it bigger and darker. Your logo is quite detailed. It's so detailed that up in the upper left corner, a bunch of it at the bottom gets all blurred out. So I think it's a little complex. I would go for something simple like PTC and maybe a few bodies, a few of those colorful thingies there. Again, I probably wouldn't even go with PTC as a name. I would probably think along the lines of heal and develop, heal and develop, or healingandpersonaldevelopment.com or something like that. Which brings me actually to the next point. I'm struggling to see who this is for. I had to think long and hard about it, and I had to pry and dig a bit. But it seems like you're trying to provide healing, and I don't know healing for what, um, or what needs to be healed. Maybe it's an emotional healing or traumatic things, or um, perhaps people have destructive behavior changes. Maybe there's some damage and stuff like that. Um, or is it a physical illness? I don't know what they're trying to heal from, but you're providing some sort of healing so that I can develop as a person. So I because I hang out in coaching circles, and I talk to a lot of coaches and I read a lot of material. I I can probably guess what this is, but I would still be guessing. So I think what I would recommend doing, and I haven't talked to you. I don't know what your goals are. I don't know who your market is, how you're going to get out in front of people, and all this stuff, because that'll also impact what I would say. But my initial instincts is to suggest that you spell out more what you're healing, what's being healed, and then why people want personal development. And if I go to your about page, I know that I read it here. Focus to provide you with healing you require to establish growth and develop within you that you will be that will enable you to become the person you were born to be. Okay, that's getting a little more specific about some of the benefits here. Develop yourself, personal growth, um, and those kinds. So I think I'd be more specific on the homepage about what this healing really means, and so that I immediately know what this is about. I would get rid of "Welcome to PTC Hoed Spruit." I would get rid of that. It doesn't really add anything. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, so that's yeah. Okay, so let me move on. Is what else? Um, Search for online counseling or online courses. Yeah, I didn't even know this was about counseling or courses. So actually, in part of your message at the top, I would say providing online counseling courses and more to heal from, I don't know, emotional trauma, or I think you'll need to look at the words that make sense, and maybe healing wouldn't be a word. You'd healing. I think it's more like, I don't know. That's a tough one, because when you instantly say heal, I instantly think that I've got a damage that needs to be healed, and I don't know that people in this space would identify with that. Although I know from the practitioner's point of view, it's kind of what you do. You're actually healing from stuff. Anyway, it's very tricky. So I will stop blabbing on about that. Hopefully you understand what I'm trying to get at. I think it just needs to be clearer. Okay, so I know you offer a lot of stuff here. Okay, which brings me to the menu. You have services, which is functional therapy, coaching, other services, online shop, and then you have online programs. Um, to me, online programs feels like it's one of the things of services, because you also have an online shop, but that's not a service, that's online, but this is online. So I'm getting a little confused of the difference between these categories. I would just make one called services, or just call it programs or offerings or something like that. And because I'm just getting confused between the two. Contact page, just call it contact. You don't have to use the word page. Just say contact. Also below, get rid of this. Please use any information you need to contact us. We know that. That's why it's here. We know your phone number is there because we can use it. You don't need to put this here. Plus, I can't read it as well. It's just too dark. Um, yeah, medium gray text on like a gray background. It's just not readable. And this light gray is just too light. So darken it. And I think on your other pages you also have a little subwording below each of these headings. I think you can do without them. So let me go to the About Us page. So let's see, About Us, read more about us. Yes, that's why I'm here. So get rid of read more about us. It's unnecessary. And again, the font should be, oh, so look, feel free to contact us. Okay. Um, that's good that you have an invitation to contact you. That's good. It's good to have that. So I understand you have services here, and okay, you have 10 courses. And I think your courses actually aren't set up yet from what I saw. When I was on the home page, I went to the service courses, which is over here. And then all I saw was one repeated multiple times. So I think you're just still trying to set them up. Um, Anyways, I think the biggest thing I think is spelling out what it is and why people should be here. I think being more specific is going to be helpful. It's helpful both to the people who are you're trying to target, as well as someone like me who would actually refer this to someone else if I thought it was useful. Um, yeah. Okay. So hey, I hope. Let me pull my window. Hey, I know it's a lot of work putting up websites, dealing with content, and trying to sort everything out. So I commend your efforts to get things together, and it's a clean layout, so that's pretty cool. And it looks like the stuff is organized overall. and you put a lot of thought into that. So the menu is pretty simple. So I get a good feel. So that's good. Um, yeah. So I hope the things I've said have been useful, and thanks for posting it. Any questions or comments, just pop it in there, and let me get to the next one. Thanks for posting it. Bye.